Hey there and howdy to all you good people out there in football land. This here is your old cousin Scotty bringing you another bag of tasty pigskin pickings for week number 4. It's been a great season so far. We've had some upsets, we've had some crazy games, and we've had some people who are just absolutely blowing them out. Alabama just doesn't seem to be stoppable right now. You notice I'm sporting a Brave shirt. Our magic number is 2. We're just about ready to go into the postseason. Had a great night last night. Mama's done a little decorating for us. Everything's looking all pretty out here. Check out all these mums. Thank you, Val. You did a great job on the fall decor. Make it feel like a good day for Saturday football. Gonna have some folks around today. We're gonna barbecue something. Hopefully fry some gator meat at the end. Have some chili for dinner. Gonna be a great day for football. Well, let's get started. How about Akron versus Iowa State? Unfortunately, the Zips are going to hop into the middle of a big old cyclone, get twisted around, thrown up and down, debris flying everywhere, and then they're going to get tossed right out of that stadium. Iowa State's just going to be too much for the Zips today. So, Cyclones, this one's for you. Cousin Scotty's pick, Iowa State. Notre Dame versus Wake Forest. Boy, what a game this is going to be. North Carolina's going to get lit up today. And the Fighting Irish are going to head a little bit east to match up with the Demon Deacon. Well, there's just one thing about it, folks. The Fighting Irish are just way too tough this year. The Deacons are strong. They got a good running game, but they just are no match for that Fighting Irish defense. And that offense that they got, my goodness. Who knew after how they finished last year that they'd come back looking so good? Cousin Scotty's pick, Notre Dame. Georgia versus Missouri. This is a rivalry that goes way back. Even back to when Fran Tarkenton had to beat these guys in the Sugar Bowl for an SEC championship. For a Sugar Bowl championship. The Bulldogs will head to Missouri, as they did in Missouri's first year in the SEC a few years ago. The Bulldogs are loaded for bear. And the Tigers, well, they seem to be missing a few teeth. The one that they got left, though, is that quarterback of theirs. That son of a gun is going to throw and throw and throw. He might be able to put up 400 yards today. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's Georgia. Georgia's defense is just going to be too much for this kid. He's used to putting up 200 to 300 yards a game. This week, he'll be lucky to hit 175. And if he does, and he can throw 5 or 6 touchdowns, he's got a chance against Georgia. If he doesn't, if that defense gets to him and they turn them into a completely one-dimensional team, the Bulldogs are going to take a bite out of them Tigers like they would never believe. Cousin Scotty's pick with my Bulldogs, Georgia. Clemson versus Georgia Tech. Well, Clem and his son Dabo are going to take the Tigger boys down to North Avenue and tangle with some slide rule jockeys that drive around in an old wrecked car. Well, the game's going to end like it starts. They're going to roll in a wreck. They're going to roll out wrecked. Georgia Tech, they just have not had anything to answer for anybody in the ACC the last couple of years. And to play Clemson the way they're doing, Dabo won't need his first string past the second quarter. Georgia Tech, unfortunately, they've only got about 35 minutes of football in them. And once that's done, they just go completely flat. Unfortunately, Tech will not be able to figure out with the slide rule or the supercomputer or any of them nerds from North Avenue how to do anything with the offense that Dabo's going to bring at them. By the end of the day, the only thing that the Georgia Tech rambling wreck could be praying for is an early exit. Cousin Scotty's pick in a blowout in Atlanta. Clemson. All right, one of my favorite teams just to talk about. Let's talk about Coastal Carolina and the University of Lafayette, Louisiana. The Chanticleers are going to head down to see the Raging Cajuns, get tangled up in some gator meat and some swamp. And I'll tell you what, there's one thing a chicken can't do is fly, and they can't swim real good either. I tell you what, them Cajuns are going to get a hold of them chickens. They're going to pull them apart feather by feather, marinate them just to the perfect degree of hot, throw them on the grill, and give us some blackened chicken by the end of the evening. Coastal Carolina, you're going to taste great by the end of the night, and it's going to be barbecue chicken for everybody. Cousin Scotty's picking this one. It'll be close. Lafayette. And finally, the last game of the night. Gator haters of the world unite in Knoxville today, because the Swamp Critter is heading to Knoxville to come to Neyland Stadium to take one more bite out of a Tennessee team that just seems to be volunteering to lose the last couple of years. Unfortunately, Mr. Pruitt and his gang still don't have it together enough to handle even this weak Florida team. It'd be a whole lot better on Pruitt if it had been Florida State coming in. I believe he could have handled them without any problem. The Seminoles are pitiful. But as the day goes on and the volunteers volunteer one by one to fall off to the side, the Gator will start taking his bite and he'll chomp down on them volunteers, and it's going to be another sad day in Knoxville. I hate to say it, folks. Cousin Scotty's picking this one is Florida, but here in this house we'll be rooting in East Tennessee for the Vols. Y'all have a great day. Hope you enjoyed it. Come back next week. We'll have another bag of pigskin picks. I'm going to have a bowl of pork rinds with my name on them next week. I guarantee it. Remember, if you bet on any of my picks, that's your problem, not mine. I didn't tell you to do it. I ain't responsible for it, and I ain't paying for it. God bless y'all. Have a wonderful day. It is a beautiful day in the South for fall football. God bless you. I'm out. See you.